Hello? My mic didn't open. Hold on a second. What's up, STI? How you doing, buddy? Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Give me a second here. I'm gonna get some stuff set up. I gotta get Instagram set up. Let me go there. Let's see. Detailing the tank turret. Control C. That's just public. Next. Alright. Let me copy this real quick. Version 22. Let's open that guy up. Dunk. Let's see. Control V. Go. Alright. Go live on Instagram real quick, and then I'll get this party rolling. There we go. Alright. Stigma, you hear no sound. Is anyone else hearing sound? Because I see my sound coming through. Janaya, hello, how are you? I can hear you. Okay, got you. You can hear me. All right, so Tumbril Leclerc. Oh, yeah, kind of. Not really, though. It's close. It's one of the main inspirations. Let me get my PureF up. Let's see here. How's everybody doing? Stigma, how are you? Now! Hope everyone's doing good. Open. Where's my tank? There it is. Okay, so we know. There's our tank model. This is kind of the concept that it's based off of, but I'm pulling stuff from all of these, so that's what we're working on today. I'm great. We got the ball rolling on the game we're making. Lots of progress since school started again. Nice. That's awesome. You guys, what do you guys like? What's the premise of the game? I didn't hear my what is that sound. That's weird. I wonder if it was just overshadowed by the music? That's kind of strange. I heard it. That's odd. What's up, Dragonclaw? How are you? Alright, so I've been working a little bit on this guy on and off. So the turret is kind of done. I'm working in like mid details right now. So like anything that's considered kind of like a medium detail. So things that aren't like nuts and bolts and stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm working on. So I think today we're going to add in some, I forget what they call them, but they're generally like little grenade launcher thingies, like these little guys right here. So we're going to model these up. We're going to do something special with them though. I'm going to do something a little bit different. And then just kind of figure out what we're doing and where they go, because this is going to be just more detail to add on top of here. Let's see. Your channel redeem sounds we can't hear. It's been a day, but I'm here. I get that. I'm sorry that you've had a rough day. I'm not sure if I said it before on Instagram, but it's not your traditional kart racer. A group of friends racing to collect most food items and bringing them back to drop-off location, or an area where the potluck would be. Oh, that's cool. That'll be fun. Calling it Turbo Takeout. I like that. That's awesome. Let me see why you can't hear these sounds real quick. Let's see. Can I redeem them with this? Am I able to do this? No. Twitch. Here we go. Let's see. Let's redeem this real quick. Okay, yeah, you're not hearing it because it's on the desktop audio. And I've got that turned down because of the music. So that needs to change. So I'll make sure I get that fixed. That's kind of crappy. I didn't realize I was playing through that one. They are there. It's just the music's kind of overshadowing them. That's exciting. I wish you guys the best of luck on your game. That'll be, that sounds like it's a cool little original idea. Okay, so thank you for the lurk, STI. All right, so we're gonna build the little grenade launchers. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount them like up here somewhere, on the side. So they need to be thin, but also have the little cylinder sticking off of it. So let's just get going on it. As always, if you guys have any questions, you are welcome to ask them. I don't mind. Looking at potentially doing a portfolio review stream at the end of the month, so keep an eye on that one. Thank you for the top-out tutorials on YouTube. You're welcome. I'm glad people are finding those useful. There's just not enough of them out there. And so I'm glad that I can kind of fill that gap a little bit. Okay. Trying to think of how I want to do this one. So, I'll do an offset here. Nope. Wonder, can you control shift that? No. Of course not. There we go. Okay, cool. For the portfolio reviews, what are the requirements to enter? So I'm going to set up a space on the Discord to submit them. That way we have some place to like easily submit them. And then from there, really no requirements. The only thing that I am going to put out there as a stipulation is that if you're a character artist, I'm probably not going to be doing character reviews or character portfolio reviews. I can do them to an extent, but not much because I'm not a character artist. So a lot of stuff will be like hard surface or props, things like that. We use trim sheets for this project. Yeah, more than likely. I'm trying to build everything myself, though, so I don't know what the extent of that is going to be. Alright, so this is going to be one of those split in half things. So nope, I selected something I shouldn't have. Yep. Alright. I'll make sure that matches up. Let's see. Let's see. Also, I want to say I appreciate these streams. Something we struggle with in class is simply seeing how somebody models complex objects, so it helps a lot. I'm glad it helps. Yeah, that's something I struggled with a lot in college, so I'm glad that they can be of use in that way. So that's cool. That's good to hear. I'm glad you guys enjoy them for that. That's one of the goals, too, is just like to allow people to see what the workflow is. Are we yassifying the tank today? A little bit, yeah. A little bit. We've already done a lot to it, but it's coming along. So most of this past like weekend, I spent kind of finalizing up the turret a little bit. There's a lot of micro details to do this thing still, but we got some stuff to do there. Really, it was just getting this thing finished up, which was driving me nuts. And I'm still kind of like not super thrilled with the shape of it, but I will tweak that when I want to. I'm stuck in an object-like box in a circle with a dent. Can I remove some of these dents in hard surfaces? So it's a lot harder to remove dents after the fact. There are things you can do to kind of correct it. So one of the ways that I will correct them is that, say for an object like this, right? So if I go over to this guy, say I had a dent here, I would remove all of the subsequent edge loops along that area to kind of flatten everything out and remove that division. And then from there, you can re-add them in, and you can use the edge flow tool to kind of recorrect things. But that only works like partially some of the time. So it's kind of like a hit or miss on whether it's going to actually like achieve the result you're going for. Dents can be a pain in the butt. But usually what I find with dents are just like general topology issues. So look at your topology, try to break it down, figure out where they're coming from, and see if you can remove that geometry. What are you making? We're making a tank. I've been working on this for like 6 streams now. I didn't start my timer. Damn it. Hold on. Go. I haven't started modeling much yet, so there we go. That's better. Like how it came out so far. The belt really makes it pop. Yeah, I like it too. It's a nice little auto cannon. So, I haven't decided if I'm going to do one over here yet. I do like the idea, though, of having one, like, auto cannon thing. And then a little machine gun nest. But I don't know if I want to go that far with it on that one. So, I don't know. I'll figure that one out. I'm thinking, like, maybe, like, a rocket pod thing. figure it out. See what we're gonna do. Make World of Tanks with this one? Absolutely. If they want to buy it, I'll sell it for $1 million. Free of any, like, issues with stolen documents or anything like that. That poor game has gotten so much crap for, like, its community. Just uploading things they're not supposed to. Alright, so we're going to block that out. So generally these are kind of like at weird angles. So they're just little firing tubes though. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, go down here, just add an edge loop, edge loop. I'm freezing cold. Very cold today. So we're gonna angle that slightly. And then this one, the same thing we're gonna do. Okay, perfect. Okay, thanks, buddy. You're welcome. Is there any plugins for multiple modeler to work on a scene at the same time? Maybe not real time, but something like GitHub where you can push all. So there's tools that allow you to kind of do that, like library management. The problem is that I don't know of any that works super well. I think generally the workflow is they pass the models off back to each other and then they just work on the different versionings. I honestly don't know off the top of my head like how you would even want to do that, because of like you risk so much corruption with that. It's almost not worth it. What's up, Indirect Steak? Safe. Musgrave of Crows, welcome to the Twitch. Thank you so much for the follow. It's a cool name. Alright, so we're going to extrude these guys. It's not going to work the way I wanted it to. Alright, we'll do each one individually. It's fine. Honestly, if I'm thinking about this right, yeah, let's just do it this way. Since there's going to be 4 of them anyway, and they're just kind of like subsequently rotating, we only have to do 1. Which is the beauty of objects like this. So, like, whenever you can save yourself some time, do it. Okay, so that's the little mortar tube. So, we'll also model the little mortar that goes in there. Thanks. Based off the Blender texture as a play on words. Wait, what? Oh, the Blender texture. Musgrave of Crows. I don't think I've heard of that one. What's the name of the actual texture? Did that scare you? No, it didn't. But good try. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's really any like good tools that would allow you to work simultaneously on one thing. It's not like, since 3D models aren't really like text documents, you can't really just like open them and edit them and see people's changes. So I'm not really entirely sure on that one. All right, so cool. So that's tube number 1. So we're gonna go ahead and just support this and get it ready. Come on now. Okay. As will be a good little reminder for everyone who's following on YouTube right now, please make sure you like the stream. It does help throw us into the algorithm. And it helps the videos grow after the stream too. So you're helping in multiple ways if you hit that like button. All right, it was a Musgrave texture. Okay, so Murder of Crows into Musgrave of Crows. Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. Now I want to know what that texture looks like. Let's find out. Hold on. I've never seen it before. Musgrave texture node. What you look like? Why is there documentation not loading? Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it's almost like a Perlin texture. Huh. Looks like a dragon fruit almost. You guys want to see what this looks like? So that's apparently the Musgrave texture. That's cool. I like it. It's a cool play on words. Yeah, I thought so too. Asked. JIC. Anyways, thanks for the clarification. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, I wish there was. That'd be kind of cool. I haven't heard of anything that does that. So we're gonna just delete that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, Control D, center that pivot, move this over here. And I think I'm actually gonna bridge these so I can add some additional support on the inside. Oh, all right. Almost screwed up horrendously. So let's make sure topology-wise this is set for success. All right. Offset edge loop. Okay. Bridge that. And bridge that. Okay, cool. Same thing here. Pull that guy back. All right, so if you guys are confused by what I'm doing, I'll explain this here in a second. So let's see, we need to add one division. Okay, so the reason I do this, right, is it decreases the amount of space that this weird polygon takes up. This is what I'm trying to avoid, because with this being a square base, in order to drag an edge loop through it, you would have to do something like this. So this setup allows you to avoid that and continue supporting your objects outside of that while not screwing up your circular objects. So just another like topology tip for you. What's up, Michael Stryker? How are you? Good to see you, man. How's your car coming? All right, so that's looking good. Good. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm alive. I'm tired, but I'm alive. All right, and then like I said, I'm gonna add that extra edge loop in there. So what I'm gonna do here, we're just gonna take this guy. We're going to freeze his transforms, and we're gonna scale him in the X direction by -1. Nope. Wait. Z. Sorry. That's rotate. I'm stupid. There we go. Okay. Gotta make sure these line up. Cool. It's going to, let's see. Let's go on the topo's a bit jank, to be honest, but I'm trying to smooth it out. Been stuck playing Hell Let Loose for another. I wonder where you went. That's good, though. I heard that's a good game. Alright, mesh. Combine. We're going to bridge those across. Alright, cool. So now, when that gets smoothed, I've got these nice support rings in here, and I can support this outer edge, just no problem whatsoever. Cool. I'm going to save this as version 23. So, I found out yesterday, you didn't move the other vertex. Which vertex? What are you talking about? What are you talking about there? You're about to get a voice message from me. Learn something interesting we were just talking about. Okay, cool. If that makes me less stressed out, I'll be happy. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do Control D, move this. Get you right about there. And then same thing here. We're going to bridge this guy. Should be pretty okay. The one on the left side by the side of mirrors. What? What do you mean? On the left side. Are you talking about on the tank? Or on the thing that we're working on right now? I don't see a vert that's not in place. Are those smoke canisters? Yes. A little bit different design than normal, but yes. All right. Okay, so I'm missing some verts downstairs, so let's fix that real quick. Offset. Just drag this guy. Oh, nice. Welcome to the Discord, Musgrave. I'm just playing around. You said you were stressed. Oh, yeah, no, not about this stuff. This stuff doesn't stress me out. But I appreciate the friendly banter. Okay. How are you doing, travel guides and tips? Alright, that should be sealed now. It is. Good stuff, good stuff. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything on Instagram. Nope, you guys are good. Alright. Cool. Alright, so once we get this finished, we'll kind of like build it out a little bit, because it's pretty basic right now. I want to make those pretty details. Okay, add a division. Beautiful. Just merge that real quick. Boom. All right. So technically, I want this to kind of like have like a base plate of sorts. Need to just not caps lock. Ta-da. All right, sir. I want to improve my work and workflow. As for the game industry, how? That depends on where you are, but like skill wise. But I mean, constantly challenge yourself, continue practicing, you know, like this is one of those things where like you can't necessarily just stop practicing. So make sure you're continuing to practice and continuing to like update your portfolio. And, you know, just making sure like the stuff that you're creating is like new and challenging and hard and like actually going to get you to like level up as an artist. I'm working on MP7 for the first time. I'm getting my topology right and then subdivide without any shading issues. Nice, very cool. That's always a really popular one to make, the MP5. I've always looked at that one and I'm like, I don't want to model that because it's got those like kind of organic handles to them. But that's cool. I haven't really done a modern gun yet. I might someday. Alright, so I'm hoping... How are we looking there? I'm going to turn off my wireframe because it drives me nuts. Yeah, that should be cool. Alright, so... Let's take this up here. That's obviously way too big. We don't want it that big. I was going to put it like along here, but I think actually I'm going to put it right here. So let's get that kind of sanctioned in there. Let's see. Recently I took a test for an intern and I got rejected as modeling and texturing could be improved. Did they, so what other notes did they give you? Did they say there's anything else that you had to do? Like, what else kind of went through there? Because if they give you good notes, like that's what you should use right there to kind of like drive where you need to work. So if texturing is something that you need to do, pick something. One of the best ways you can actually texture or like learn texturing is if you wanted to download like models, like free models that don't have textures on them, and then just go through the process. That way you don't have to like model everything, texture everything, do all that stuff, but it gets you the experience working with the models. That's a good way to do that. That kind of helps. All right. What do we think? Does that look cool? I kind of like it. Put one over here. I have a question. How do you get the propositions right from flat 2D images or perspective images? That's kind of always a tough one. So unless you have like direct reference, it's kind of up to like, it's kind of more up to interpretation, and then getting into as close as possible to like the actual one. So what a lot of people will do is like, say you're working in like a tilted perspective view. A lot of people will just model it out and then try to tilt it and match it up as best as possible. But really it depends on like what kind of reference you're working with. Because like this tank, for instance, all of these pieces of reference would be really hard to make sure I'm getting the proportions right. Thankfully, because it's like my own design, I'm not really stressed about that. But you would just be kind of trying to match it up to whatever you have. That's where having like better reference comes in real handy. Should I join Udemy courses to understand all necessary things for the industry? Take that with a grain of salt. Like, you're probably not going to graduate from those courses understanding everything. But if you can find a course that's going to help you with the things that you have notes on, yeah, you can. If you want to put your money into that. I mean, honestly, like, there's enough information out there on YouTube that if you really just kind of sit down and you spend some time going over tutorials for things like Substance Painter and stuff like that, you can really learn the stuff you need to learn. It's just, do you have the drive to do that? So that's going to be kind of the next thing you got to figure out is, do you have the drive to do it yourself, or would you prefer having like a structured course? Crix, what's up? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. We're just detailing the tank and having a little bit of fun. How are you on this Monday evening? Oops. Let's get this one across. Just plop it right there. Okay. Yeah, that's starting to look cool. With some like nice base details. All right, so you know what I did? Or what I didn't do? I didn't model the canister. Oh, crap. Because, unfortunately, if you ever look at those, there's a little lid / canister thing in there. Do I want to save that for a micro detail, or do I just want to do it? I think I might leave that for a micro detail. It's Tuesday morning for me. Well, happy Tuesday then. Honestly, just a sad face. Yeah, sometimes. Every artist interview I watch, all of them say learn fundamentals. As in university, they teach software, but not industry standard fundamentals. So what are these fundamentals? So when an artist says like what fundamentals you should be learning, they're talking about like the general, like classic artistic fundamentals. So lighting, like the way light works. So one of the best ways that I learned like color and lighting management and stuff like that was through watching Aaron Blaise, who's a classic Disney animator. He does a lot of that stuff and he goes over a lot of that stuff. He also has very inexpensive courses if you ever want to look into those. But the fundamentals they're talking about are like classical art. So 3D art in itself, right? Like it's a software, we're moving points around, and like, yes, there is art to it. It's a little bit more artistic when you talk about sculpting, but generally there's a little bit less art to it. The art comes more in the form of like how you set your scenes up, how you light your scenes, how you texture your objects. And so when it comes to those fundamentals, that's what they're telling you to learn. So a fundamental, one of the ones that I always tell people that they should really focus on is observance, like observing things. So when you're out and about, look at materials, look at the way like the bumper on a car is rusting or something like that. Like look at how like dirt plays into the rust, into the chipped paint, into all that stuff. Like you want to really observe your world and then figure out how to replicate that. Because it's really easy once you look at something and you're like, oh, okay, so like this is rusted. I want to add rust and dirt to this, so I just need to learn how to replicate that in the computer. And then you go to the computer, you figure out how to do that, and then you get to be artistic with it on how you apply that. So those are the fundamentals that they don't really teach you in college. Like in my school, they taught a little bit of it, not nearly enough to like get by. But thankfully, because I've done art throughout my life, like I do understand those things. I'm not like the biggest like expert on it, but I do understand it to an extent. So that's what they mean. Honestly, just add a face. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, these have to be a solid object. Whipped Creamel. Welcome to the Twitch. Thank you so much for the follow. Gas. Let's see. Turret. Gas. Canister. 01. Then we got to name that other one. And then we're going to take that and copy that and put it over in the back too. Control V, Control D, All right, I'm going to watch it after stream. Bye, have fun. Crix, have a good one. Thank you so much for dropping in. All right, so we're going to just adjust this a little bit. Remember, we're going to do all the little micro detailing and bolt stuff later. I really do need to actually like work on the body of this thing, but I've been so like infatuated with the turret that I don't want to not work on it. We're going to freeze that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Sweet. All right. Control D. Once again, freeze. This heater is way too warm. Sir, Jared Chavez knows his fundamentals quite good. Is his texturing is out of this world? Yes, Jared's a good friend of mine. He's awesome at that. He is a phenomenal artist. I have been competing with that dude since elementary school, and he's beaten me in every corner. All right, so we got our little gas canisters on there. Is there a reason why you aren't using snapping tool and adjusting the rotations manually? It's just kind of down to like personal preference. I don't really like care to have them exactly positioned on there. So I also use a little bit of like, I guess, what's the word I want? Finesse with like making sure they're angled properly. So like I don't want this snapped directly on the body like that. I want to be able to just kind of sink it in and like twist it up a bit if I need to. But some of this other stuff I did snap it to the body, so it just depends. Okay. I'm trying to think of what I want to put back here. I also need to texture these. These probably could have been micro details, but I was bored and I wanted to model them, so I did. I decided the bolts will be micro details. I asked him on Instagram about where to learn lighting. He replied to me nicely and thoroughly while not promoting any courses. Yeah, Jared's a good dude. He's kind of one of my inspirations for doing this on social media, so he's a very good dude. Known him for a long time. Let's see. He's also been helping me with my Zbrush stuff, so he's just a solid guy all around. All right. So I'm thinking I need to figure out what to do with the back of this thing. What do I do? I don't know what that is. It's neat looking. I think it's a turret. I don't know what that is. Ooh, antennas. Yeah. Yeah, antennas. That's a good little addition. think 2 of them. Yeah, I think 2 of them. Okay. Actually, let's do it this way. All right, let's just pop that open. Add an inset. Bloop and bloop. Cool. All right. So let's figure out where I want to put those. I'm thinking over here in these like kind of far corners. Yeah. Something like that'll be pretty good. He has a course on CGMA on texturing. I'll buy that after texturing some models and getting up onto intermediate stages of texturing. Yeah. Yeah, he's got some really good courses. I'm pretty sure he also has some on his, what do you call it? His, like, if you join his YouTube stream. But I'm not super sure on that one. I think his eye tutorial, I think, is one of them. The machine gun turret has a very aggressive design. Yeah, it does. It's because it looks dope. Yeah, so it's kind of a multi-part thing here. So you have like the main gun itself, the ammunition canister, and then we haven't done the chain, the internal chain yet, but made up of multiple pieces. I'm excited about that one. That's gonna be a fun one to texture. All right. What did I just do? I just did something I didn't want to do. All right. So because this is an antenna, it's gonna go up. So what I need, let's see. These are generally like a weird springy thingy. Do I want to do it that way? Let me look. Let's see, hold on. Tank reference. Let's see. Modern tank, preferably. Nope, this is somebody's final major project. That's cool. You have a good image of the antennas? This is a game asset, so it might be kind of low. Yeah, alright, well, I guess I'll just do that the way I want to. I'm not really sure. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I do think... good luck unwrapping those. Oh, it's all going to be done in Rhizome UV. It's wonderful. I use it all the time. Can you please review my ArtStation? I want to understand my mistakes and improve them. Okay, so Mazdar, we're going to be doing a portfolio review at the end of the month. So join the Discord, and then I'm going to be creating a channel here probably today or tomorrow that people can submit their portfolios for a review, and we'll do one of those live. So... War Thunder. Was that what that was? Probably. I guess I wouldn't be super duper surprised. Kind of a crappy way of doing this, but... Okay. Go ahead and support this guy real quick. Looked like it, yeah. It probably was. I wouldn't be super duper surprised. I don't know why I keep saying super duper, but that's, I guess, my phrase for tonight. Alright. Oh. Alright, so we smooth that. See how that's looking. That's good. I do want a little bit more bend here, so let's just a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit better. This is, yeah, this isn't, I don't like this. Give me a second here. At the end of my music, do I have to select something new now? Epidemic sound? I'm thinking so. Oh, wrong browser. This one. Let's see. Let's just go there. Screw it. Okay. So I just don't like the fact that that just like blends into the model, so I'm just going to extrude a little bit. And we'll just add a little bit of support. Okay. Apparently can't zoom in anymore to that. There we go. Alright, QQ. Alright, that should give a little bit better of a, yeah, that's a little bit better of a shape. I just didn't like how it was just like one solid object. That didn't make any sense, really. Okay. Cool. Okay. Tank, underscore turret, underscore N10, underscore 01. Assign existing material, standard surface. Alright, W, Control D. Move this over here. Okay. And then we'll do some other like little miscellaneous antennas, I'm sure. I just need to figure out what I want to do with the back of this damn thing. That's what I wanted to look at. Alright, so sometimes they're just barren, which I honestly hate that. The idea of rockets is kind of cool. That's got a gun on the back. Should be kind of neat. Cargo compartment, yeah. Suppose I could do something that like stores the ammo canisters that I've got. That might be kind of fun. All right, hold on a second. Come here. Come here. Because you'd want to have multiple of these, right? Although I don't know if it's necessarily an awesome idea to store them on the top of the tank, but... Yeah. I like it. And then I'm going to cheat. I'm going to take this piece. And I'm going to make it fatter. Because I don't want to remodel that. It's not cheating if it looks cool. It's called kit bashing. Alright, so the only thing we gotta do is kind of like extend the basin on this. But that's not really a big deal. Okay, so let's go. Good idea, Michael Stryker. I like it. I suppose I could just pull this back one down. It's okay. Just do that. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, that looks kind of great. Okay. APS system. I don't know what that is. Let's find out. Tank APS. What are you? Oh, yeah, one of those things. That's not... I don't think that's right. Is that just the reactive armor thing? Shoots a missile like a... Oh, at a bullet. Oh, okay. What does it look like, though? If I can find a way to, like... Is it that thing? These things? It's that thing, isn't it? I could do, like, little rocket launcher thingies. I don't know. This is fun. I like creating details. Some tanks have radiators or reactive armor on top and the back of the turret. Yes, I do want to add reactive armor. I'm going to do, like, hexagonal armor. Which, honestly, I guess we could do some of that, because, like, I'd like to put some of that in here. Yeah, screw it. Let's have fun. Let's make a hexagon. But we'll come back to that APS thing. Oh, look at that. Wikipedia. Yeah, it just doesn't show me what it looks like. That's what kind of sucks. But I'll look into that. I've got that opened. Hexagons are the bestigons. Yes, they are. Absolutely. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Shabam, good morning. How are you? Gonna go by 6. No. Do I want hexagons? What does that one look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think 6 will be good. But the topology on this is horrid, so we're gonna fix that. All right. I'm good, sir. Good. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to just extrude. Kind of clean that up a little bit. Okay. So I still don't like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete that. Bridge, bridge. And bridge. Okay, cool. Whoop. That's not what I wanted. Ooh, my knee just locked up. Ow. Honestly, just save room for the top of the square panel and like a few panels around the turret. Okay, gotcha. Radar's a good idea too, yeah. Yeah. There's like, I love tanks because you can do so much to them. Alright, so what I'm thinking is, we'll take this guy and we'll extrude this up. Create like a little lip. I'm going to take this guy, extrude that in. Pull it up a little bit. I'll create that panel. And the nice thing about this is that technically I can cut this in half and still keep the topology that I'm working with. So, let's see here. It's also way too thick right now. Okay, that's better. All right. Okay, so I know if I smooth this right now, it's just going to turn into a circle. So we have to support these corners, which is always a fun time. So I think we'll do boom, boom. Should kind of take care of everything, honestly. Yeah, kind of perfect. All right, cool. So what I can do now is I'm going to copy this. Because I like to stage these off the body and then move them on. So we'll go mesh tools, edit mesh, duplicate, yeet. Cool. Let's see. Francisco Supertramp, thank you for following. Oh, wait, no, that was Habib. Sorry. Habib, thank you for following me. It's a separate panel radar, not the main one. Oh, okay. Radar antenna. Interesting. Counter measurement, cruise shield, launcher. That's a good reference image. Actually, I'm going to copy that. Let's see. Copy image. This is an important thing, too. Like, if you guys are ever concerned that you never grabbed enough reference, you can always grab more. Don't be stressed about, like, not having enough. You can always find more. Alright, so I'm going to leave that as my, like, sample. And then we need to dramatically scale this down, because that's way too small. Or too big. Thinking we'll do like a nice array of these. So I just don't want them hanging off. Okay. I don't think I've ever done hexagons like this. So this is kind of a fun little experiment there. Okay, so that's a problem because that one hangs off. So that one's probably going to be one that gets cut in half. So any of them that get hung over the edge will get cut in half more than likely. That one is just enough to where I can deal with it. Let's see. Watch way too much YouTube. I mean, that's fine. I do the same thing. Tank is looking rad. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. My leg is itchy now because it's been in front of a heater. Oh. Okay. I feel like this is just like playing stuff I've already listened to. I mean, it kind of is. That's fine. You can learn a lot of stuff on YouTube, and it's honestly a really good resource as a 3D artist. So, never dog on the tube. Yeah, that might be a problem. I might just scale that down to correct for that one. Okay. So, pretty good layout. Let's go ahead, Control D. This is going to be our little half piece. Okay. Also, don't be afraid to call your local expert. Wait, what? I don't think I have a local tank expert. I don't know, maybe I do. Oh, me. Okay, got you. Oswald, what do you mean? Alright, so that stops there. This is a little bit interesting. Trying to think of how I want to do this, because like I need. Can I cheat this? No. All right. Well, this one's gonna have to be a little bit different. Okay. All right. Cool. So we'll bridge that. Let's get to our multi-cut tool. Beautiful. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully we get a lot of people sign up for the portfolio stream. I think it'll be a good one for people to be a part of. So, I guess we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But if you're interested in being in that, make sure you're in the Discord, because that's going to be the only way I have to like actually control the flow of like people applying for it. Why do you look like that? See, this is what's weird. I'm wondering, let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. All right, let's just seal what we can. And then we'll just kind of work through that. Because I obviously can't do anything with that. Oh, what's up, Kelsey? How are you? Good to see you. How goes it? Are you still sick, or are you feeling better? Oh, oh. That's not what I wanted. Let's not hide things that we don't need to hide. Okay, cool. So that's solid. Okay. Okay. So I think what I'm going to have to do... I have an idea. It's not the best idea, but it's an idea. And it might cause me some pain down the line, but who cares? Better than yesterday, not quite 100% yet, but the babies are back to normal. That's good. That's good to hear. That's awesome. Yeah, hopefully you're getting some rest. Let's see. All right. So that's neat. It's hideous, but it's neat. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to delete that. So we're going to cut another one down here. We're going to leave that there. And we're going to allow that to all bridge to quads, because it's a lot easier to finish and then hide that stuff underneath without having to like stress about recreating topology throughout the model. Yeah, they actually slept really good last night, so me and Giant did too. That's good. I slept terribly last night for some reason. Well, it's also probably because I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm sure that doesn't help anything. Oh, man. I should really, like, fix my sleep schedule. Yikes, yeah. We've been watching House, so it's like, one more episode. Come on, one more episode. Like, it's always like that. Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Topology is a gorgeous thing, isn't it? Did I merge that? I didn't. Now I did. All right. Cool. So now we got all this junk down here that we have to just kind of work our way in. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is probably just terminate it. So go multi-cut. We're going to terminate to a triangle here. Okay. You are going to become a quad. Okay. Wait a minute. What's different? I mean, what the hell's different? Something's different. That was going through the model, now it's not. Did I do that wrong? I don't know, but I'm gonna fix it. Damn it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go there. That's actually fine. That fixes the issue right there. I just had to think about it for a second. Surface slide. Okay, so that creates triangles. Again, we're not looking for those, so just boom, quad. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Same thing here. Okay, so that takes care of that one. I'm almost wondering if I just like... I guess there's really no harm in me doing that. Except that sucks. All right. Oh, let's see. Sir, every time I try to learn Maya, it's hard for me to remember things because I first learned Blender. Any tips from this? Write stuff down. So have a notebook, whether it's digital or physical. Physical helps you learn a little bit better, but write everything down. The other thing that can help you is make videos. I can't actually tell you how like helpful for my brain that's been because like I don't remember shit. So making videos, honestly, like the quick tips I make for you guys, like those are for you guys, but they also help me kind of like cement the process in my brain. So in reality, like they're actually super helpful. So making videos is a really good way to kind of help you retain information. But writing it down is good too. I try to go back to the gym tomorrow. Nice. I've been going back a little bit. At least it's not super busy anymore if you go to like Planet Fitness. Like most of the New Year's crowds have like died off. So that's kind of good. Okay. So what I want to do... I want to think about this. I can just, yeah. Again, could I avoid the triangle? Probably. Do I want to? Not really. Okay, cool. So that's a cut in half tile. No issues shading wise. And it looks pretty nice. Minus the fact that it's like not sitting properly. Beautiful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Test what? Huh? Yeah, it doesn't really like make you use emotes. I don't really know why that's there because I never set that up. That's something that Twitch has, but it should technically work. I don't know why it's not doing that though. You've learned the topic if you can teach somebody else about it. That's absolutely true too. Okay, sir, thank you. I will start writing a notebook. Yeah, that's one of the best ways to help yourself learn. Like that's honestly how I did it. Okay, so I'm seeing some flaws here, but I think I can fix it. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna kind of keep that design. I love hexagons. I wanted to do like hexagon soundproofing in my office, but that shit's expensive. Okay. So this one will be a little bit funkier. All right. I think that's pretty nice for a piece of like reactive armor. So let's do this. We're going to group this. Group. Center that. IG Ryan, thank you so much for the follow. On Instagram. 3.5k down the drain. Wait, what? Oh, I think I can refund you your points. Hold on. Slash points. Oh, I know there's a way I can do it. Hold on. Points. Let me figure that out real quick. Hold on. Oh, I know how. JK. Hold on a second. Where's my streamer bot? I've got it in here. Actions. Where is it? Volume. Where is that one? Functional? Refund channel points. There it is. Let's see. Control C. I think this will work. If not, I'll have to ask Sharky because I'm terrible at this. There you go. I can call Sharky. Sharky knows all. Let me reload real quick. Yeah, they should be there. It may take a second. My leg itches. I lost 1.2 million points. No, you didn't. You're on YouTube. Chat tree opener. What's up? Good morning. Good morning to you. How are you? It's good to see everybody. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Just remind me I need to go and like. Oh, thanks. Yes, if you're watching on YouTube, please like the stream. It does help. More than you know. This is going to be kind of a funky thing to position. I want it lined up with that panel. Oh, dude, that actually worked out perfectly. Scale it just a tad bit. Nope, that was too much. There's actually not a lot of scaling I can do there. Yeah. All right, cool. So I'm going to take that. I'm actually going to just kind of let that sit there for a little while and marinate. That should be pretty much direct. So that's cool. All right, cool. That looks nice. That looks real nice. What am I making? These are reactive armor panels for a tank. Control D. -1. That looks so nice. Yeah, that's cool. I still have to name these, but like... let's see. I'm gonna actually take these. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's take all these, create a new layer. Hex tiles. Tiles. Backup. Save. Okay. Just so those are out of the way. I just don't want to see them. so hex tile 0.5 for half. Half. Half 0, 1. Let's get all those named. Control C. Control V. Control V. Control V. All right, cool. Organization is so important, and if you do this while you're modeling, you won't suffer at the end. Okay. Full tile 0, 1. I'll give it 5 minutes. Yeah, let me know. Has 3,545 Orion coin in his ring. Yeah, there you go. Looks like they're there. Oops. Not on my end though. Okay, cool. So they are there then. They'll probably just restore. It'll probably take a little bit. I don't think it's like after stream. Hopefully it's not. That would be stupid. Please change the timing of your live videos. I can't watch today because of my class. I'm sorry. I know it's difficult. I'm gonna try to do some like earlier ones later in the year, but it's just hard for me because I still work. So, Alase, hello. How are you? Twitch is being glitchy again. Yeah, Twitch is always glitchy. Okay. And well, how are you? I'm doing good. Doing good. We're just modeling and having some good times. I think I'll do like hex panels along the side down here too. Stream Elements timed out Michael Stryker. Why? Why is Stream Elements doing anything? Hold on, Michael. I don't even use Stream Elements. I have that disabled. I don't know why it did that. God, I hate that application. I used a command. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. That makes sense then. Okay. What else do I want to do here? Just trying to think of all the stuff I could do. I don't know. I mean, do I move on to the body for a little bit? I kind of want to. I think I've done enough to say that I can take a break from the turret for now. Because it's looking pretty great. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to work on the body. So I'm going to go ahead and edit, group all of that. Turret. What are these little random groups? What are you part of? Okay, so that's garbage, garbage. What is this? That is important. Turret, shelf, what the fuck? There's a polysurface in there somewhere. What are you? Nothing. Guess I delete it. Oh, that's one of the hex tiles. Oh, shit. Okay, right shell. I don't know why that's there. Delete that. Block out. Okay. I think that's good. Thankfully, I have this all backed up, so it's not really a huge deal. So, file, save scene as. We're going to go to version 24 now to start building out the body. Save. All right. I'm going to go file, export selection. I'm going to back it up just one more time because I don't trust Maya right now. 2025 underscore 1.0. All right. Export selection. Been looking for a bit while drawing, but I figured I'd at least say hi before going back to it. Nice. What are you drawing? Michael, what are you trying to do? We'll get your points figured out. Don't worry. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to run the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. You can play slots with your points. Yeah, you can. You can gamble, which is a weird thing that you can do on Twitch. But that's something you can do. Okay. I guess we'll start working on this. I'm just not sure what I want to do with it. Maybe like a flat part. A flat plate part. Okay. When I first stepped in this field, I started learning mine, gained some proficiency in it, and then after that I started Blender, and whenever I try to pick a back up, I feel awkward. Some tips. Both softwares are going to feel kind of different just because they're built different, but honestly, just kind of keeping up your skills in both of them will help you just kind of continue with that. Then my yo, hello, hi, how are you? I'm supposed to time me out commands. Gambling used to be a pretty heavy thing on my channel with people's points, and I don't know why. They just like gambling them all away. Hey, Lion's Path, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing? We're gonna extract. No. Mesh. Duplicate. Let's see. Been busy at Think Tank, so I haven't had time to watch. Nice. How's Think Tank going for you? Wait, I mean, do I have any other uses for them? For what? Did I miss something? Currently a shark for Sharky. Oh, currently. Oh, the points. Yeah, the points just help you do like redeems and stuff on the channel. They're just kind of for fun. Try not to spam the channel guys with the roulette thing because I lose track of texts. Let's see. The points. If you're subscribed, you can summon BD1 too. That's a fun little perk. These things taste really good, but God, they're dry. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm like melting. I had started to try to get into 3D stuff, but I struggle with it so much. I prefer drawing the coloring aspects of it. Watching other people do it fascinates me, though. It's really cool. It's definitely something that's like really technical. So like, you kind of don't get that artistic like itch until like you're finalizing things and you're like playing with color and lighting and stuff. But I like it. Did you ever try digital sculpting? You might like that a little bit more. That's a little bit more artistic than say like what I'm doing. Even though it's still, you know, I still call this art. There are some people who don't call this art, but it's art. It's just really technical art. No, I haven't tried. I haven't. I love sculpting IRL. So, if you have a decent tablet, or like an okay tablet, take a look at Nomad Sculpt. It's like, if you have an Android, there's a free version. You have to pay $20 for it on iPad, but like it's $20. You can do all sorts of digital sculpting stuff, and you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. If you're ever interested. It's a fun way to get into 3D. It's called Nomad. Nomad Sculpt. Oh, hi. It's not supposed to do that. There we go. Okay, that's better. Are you looking at it on my PC? Nice. Yeah, I wish they had a PC app. Unfortunately, the best way to sculpt on PC is going to be Blender, which is free. Blender does have sculpting tools. Or Mudbox, which is $10 a month, which is another good way to get into it if you want to pay a little bit of money towards it. And then there's Zbrush, which is on the higher end, which is what I'm currently learning. Think Tank has been very challenging, definitely overstimulated my abilities, given that I have no previous art or 3D experience. Nice. That's good, though. I mean, that's kind of what you want out of a school like that. You want that challenge. What do they have you working on right now? I'll check out Blender again then. That sounds like fun, even if it's just for goofing off. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really cool. A lot of the time, it's just like playing with clay. Oops. I think I liked that song twice, but I'm tired of hearing it. Favela. Vroom. Oh no, two different songs. Alright. Let me see if I can find some different music. Tomahawk? Alright. Try it. Screw it. I have summoned Sharky. Would you ever consider streaming Zbrush? I will eventually. I am still very much getting used to Zbrush. And I want to avoid the craze of like backseat arting. So I'm just kind of keeping that one to myself right now. But I do have it. I am working on it. I am learning it. It's definitely a pain. But I can show you guys what I'm making if you want to see that. So, I reached out to an artist to see if he'd let me use his work, and he was cool with it. So we are making, or I'm currently sculpting that guy right there. So, that's what I'm working on. Super awesome artist if you don't follow Dragon to Wales. Working on my final project, taking a concept and trying to match it exactly in 3D. I picked a piece from Arcane, so struggling with a lot of textures. Never used Substance Painter until today. Oof. Substance is good. If you get stuck, Lion's Path, I do have a video on my YouTube for like intro basics to Substance if you get stuck on anything. I would hope that they've provided you with everything you need, but just in case, that's a good option. Yeah, become the expert before streaming or else you get people being rude. Yeah, well, and I've had plenty of that. Like, I'm kind of used to that. I'm not really worried about that. I just don't want people to be telling me how to do things when, like, I want to learn it my way first. We were taught Mari, so I'm going in blind. Damn. I've wanted to try Mari, but the price tag has kept me away from trying it. Sir, what is the best UV tile setting? For like what? Like, you want like your layout setting or your... That's kind of a big question. Can you be a little bit more specific? And I did it my way. Wait, what? Nice. What's the most challenging thing you find in your ZBrush journey? So I initially thought it was going to be the software itself, but I actually picked it up quite quick. The thing that's actually getting me is form. So I'm struggling heavily with form. So I reached out to my buddy to have him help me a little bit. And he's given me a lot of good critiques on how to fix it because initially I could show you guys what it looked like. So if you guys want to see my first ZBrush sculpt this year, come here. I know I have a screenshot of it somewhere. Stills. Practice. Sit to body. So, okay, yeah. So here's the concept art. So that's what we're working, or what I'm working on. And then the first sculpt, which has, like, I'm gonna warn you, like, it's terrible. It has tons of issues. It is a mess. Was this. So, kind of just, like, I decided at this point to just kind of stop doing the tutorial that I was doing and just kind of jump into it and just start kind of playing with it. And I've refined it a lot since then, so I guess I can open Zbrush. No sense in not opening it. Yeah, layout setting. I mean, whatever resolution you want to use. So, like, you just make sure you're laying them out in something that's going to work for you. My Way by Frank Sinatra. Okay. Zbrush always takes forever to open. But it's taking unusually long. Oh, there we go. No, I don't want your stupid thing. File, open, set a body. So this guy, which... Okay. There we go. Oh my god. Come on, Zbrush. This too. This is stupid. I don't understand why it does this. Okay, so... just get rid of the light box. Oh my god. So software's still kind of a thing that I don't like. So I'm refining this a lot. I've been reducing it, removing all of the external details, and then just really kind of focusing on, like, the base forms and trying to reduce the polygon count. So this is kind of where I'm, like, learning right now. So you can see how I went from, you know, that lumpy, awful mess to this. So this is just kind of like where I'm at so far. I also decided to use this clay material because I liked it more. Looking good. Thanks to Mizu. Back to the tank, because it actually looks good. Oh yeah, you just jumped in here, so you haven't seen it yet. So there's the tank so far. Quite happy with it so far. Okay. Sculpt looks sick so far. Thank you. It's hard because, like, I'm used to, like, really quickly going from, like, looks like shit to looks good, and Zbrush has really forced me to pull back on that because I'm not used to the workflow at all, so I'm getting there. Good to see the details building up. Yeah, it's getting there. How you doing, man? You guys settling in? I think what I'm gonna do... Nope. Wait, why are you... Oh. Wondering how I want to do that. Okay, so let's do, like, a tiered thing. Okay. Alright, so this guy... I'm gonna hide the block out, because this is getting to the point where I need to. What do you mean it's not a knot? What? Block out, oh. Block out layer. Hide that and work on this. Okay, so... I definitely want that more under the turret, so... Yeah, it forces some new habits. It really does. And, like, when I sent it to, because I sent it to Jared, I was just like, hey, what am I doing wrong? How do I do wrinkles? And he was like, whoa, step back. And so we kind of went through, like, he kind of broke down, like, how I need to approach it. And it's totally different than my standard workflow. So, like, I never really learned that in college. So I had to kind of just change everything. So it's been a learning curve for sure. Nice, good to see. Yeah, forces. Okay. Yeah, just busy with the baby whilst desperately trying to squeeze in modeling time and my mechanical kit bash stuff. Ideally, I want to get a full vehicle together by the end of the week. Ooh, that's cool. That'll be neat. Your tank tread turned out awesome. How's it work batch render? So batch rendering, you just need to go to your rendering tab. A couple of different things. And I think I have a video on my YouTube channel for this, so check that out as well. I'm pretty sure I do. So when you're batch rendering, you need to change your naming convention. So we'll do like name.number.extension. And then from here, you set your amount that you're batch rendering. So I think you asked for like 1 second. So 1 second could be 24 frames. So we do like 24 frames. God damn, 24 frames. And then all you need to do is make sure you check this renumber frames, because that's going to actually renumber your frames properly. You close that, you go to render, go to batch render settings, and then you do that. But the problem is, and you just saw that right there. So if I go to batch render, you see how it says that there's no specific batch render options. We can't do this way. So if you buy Maya, you don't get a license for Arnold batch rendering. So what you want to do is you want to go to render. You want to render sequence. This is where you'll set your settings, and it'll render out all your animation, and then you can put it together in another app. That's basically how you go about doing that. Well, it's good that things are settling in, at least, to Muzu. Why are we not connected? I don't know. Let's fix it. Boop. Alright, Epidemic is not letting me down tonight, so I'm pretty happy about that. Each one of these streams is just going to be like a testament to how much Epidemic sound lets me down. With music selection. Thinking... I'm almost wondering... Should I just flatten that a little bit? I still want it to have that, like, shaping to it. I just think it's a little too tall. Yeah, that's better. All right. Oh, I'm in my rendering tab. I'm like, where did all my stuff go? Mesh tools. This is a goofy song, but it's kind of cool. I don't know if this is what I'll stick with, but... actually, yeah, I kind of like that. Might keep it. Oh, cheers, man. Hoping to get all together with the Cold War and the Moon themed project in the unique enough to nail the visuals. Might get some traction. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome. We should do it. I think that project's gonna be really cool if you can get it all to like link up and finish out. I'm excited to see what you do with it. Do I want to keep that sharp? Do I like that sharp? I kind of like that sharp. With a little bit of gap in between there. I still have to do like the base of the tank neck, or whatever you want to call it. I want to keep peeping at my reference here. I like how simple that one is, but I don't go for simple, so simple's not fun. I love these giant panels that hang off the side. I'm actually honestly really excited to do the treads out of everything. Just looking for ideas now. Headlights. I gotta do the headlights. Thinking something like mean looking. Big beefy skirts would be sick. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. I don't want that, like, initially I was like, oh yeah, I really like the skirts on, what is it? This thing? But I hate how they're like individual little chunks. I don't like that. Looks weird. So I'm thinking big beefy. Big beefy. I still don't have a name for this tank too. I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna name it. Because it is my own design. And I'd be doing myself a disservice if I named it Big Beefy, so we gotta figure something else out. Music? Please, music? No? Okay. More of what you like? Is it? Is it what I like? Are you sure? Try this. Nah, Big Beefy. Oh man, if I didn't want this project to be like taken seriously on ArtStation, I would totally name it Big Beefy, but we're not gonna name it Big Beefy. As hilarious as that would be. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a competition in the Discord for everybody to name it. So make sure you're in the Discord. NATO code Big Beefy. I will make sure that I at least put Big Beefy somewhere on the tank. to satisfy the the name. Let's see. Let's fix this up a little bit here. Delete. Delete. It's been a minute since I saved, so I'm going to do that in a second here. Because I just have this weird feeling. It's actually hilarious because, like, when I went to go put that video together, the little meme that I posted last night, I was just like, I'm just going to screen cap my Maya. And then I opened the file and it actually was crashing. And so I was all, oh, well, cool, that's perfect. Because, you know, it's got like my name and everything on it. So that's perfect. But then I tried it again this morning and it was still crashing. I was like, oh, there's a problem. Vertex, merge that. G. You heading out? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Are you leaving now? Yeah. Cool. 1 second, guys. No problem. All right. I'll make the decal if necessary, but it's going on there. No, it's okay. I can make the decal. He's abandoned us. I'm right back. I'm back. I'm here. Don't start throwing chairs. Okay. So I don't know how I'm feeling about this yet, but we're just going to keep kind of moving things around until I like it. My birds are so pissed off. Oop. Okay. Okay. See how it looks when I mirror it. I don't know how I'm feeling about that. It's getting there. Let's see. Uno reverse. Yes, it will be done by tomorrow if you don't get caught up in Nomad. Wait, what? Nomad? I don't even use it. I barely use Nomad. Oh, if I. Oh, got you. That's cool. I didn't realize you were playing with Nomad. Did you just start playing with it because we were just talking about it? Okay. That would be a good place for some reactive armor, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's look here. Always time for good inspiration. I do like these. Like, I understand that's probably where you look out of the tank, but it's just kind of what I'm doing up here. I downloaded it because we were talking, and I'll do it at school. Oh, okay. Too steep for reactive. Yeah, it's a little steep. But it would look neat. No, but I think what I will do... just do a little bit of a square detail. Sometimes just adding like a little armor plate is really helpful. And do the same thing here. And then we'll just kind of work those into the... Yeah, no, that's nice. Okay. I might jut out too much of the front ledge, might be good. Yeah, maybe. I think I'm going to do one of those like little bar things, the little like jack stand things. Do you have a cockatiel? I love them very much. I have 2 cockatiels, yes. They're just not in my office right now because I'm currently remodeling my office. And the fumes that come off of them, or come off of the stuff that I'm putting in my office, are toxic to them. So they have to stay out for a little while. But I do have 2 cockatiels. If you guys want to see them here, I'll pull them up. They're in the Discord. There's a lot of animals in the Discord now. Yeah, these 2 guys. So I have 2 of them. That's Miso, and that's Tiki. Just realized somebody messaged me. Oops. Oh, nice. Nice try, Michael. Alright, what else do I want to do? I like this music. This is a good song. Alright. So cute. Yeah, I love them. They're really good. Their bites hurt like a mother, but otherwise they're good. I want to do some like breakup paneling like that, so I do want to have like a Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do here. So we're going to take this chunk here. There you go. Mesh. Edit mesh. Extract it. Pop that puppy out. Oh, I selected too much. Damn it. Only issue with that, I gotta move this up. There we go. Now it's better. All right. Duplicate. Again, just pop that off. Oh no. I keep doing the wrong thing. Extract. All right, cool. You gotta bite back. If I bit the bird, it would probably kill the bird. It's not good. I definitely don't want to kill the bird. No, usually when they bite, we blow on them. So you just blow on their chest, and they'll like be like, "What the hell did you just do to me?" They're really funny. Like the most like minor inconvenience, and they will lose their mind. I actually have a really good video. I don't have it on my computer, but Tiki got his beak stuck in a rubber toy the other day, and so he was like desperately trying to like rip it off, and I had to go over there and like banana grab him and pull it off of his beak. It was really funny. Sids, hello, how are you? Droovy, hello, hi. Michael doing things. Alright, so this is what we're looking at. This is going to be just some sort of random door. What's underneath it? No idea. Okay. Let them know you have the alpha beak. Yeah. So, funny thing about birds, they own you. You don't own them. They're little assholes. Let's see. And thankfully, mine are just tiny birds. I don't have birds like what Roy has. Roy's birds will kill you. Roy sounds like he has condors. Roy has macaws. So he has 2 macaws, 3 macaws? 2 or 3 macaws. I think he has 2. I'm pretty sure it's 2. 2 macaws, cockatoo, Amazons. He has a whole lot. He runs a rescue though, so he has a lot of birds. But his birds will legitimately take your finger off. Maybe a cassowary? I don't think that's even legal to own in the United States, unless you're a zoo. I can't imagine trying to own one of those. It'd be fun to like send it like screaming after your neighbors, but otherwise the constant threat of a velociraptor killing you in your sleep, I don't think it's worth it. Same with cats, to be honest. Mine started getting on top of the cabinet. Yep. Imagine home invasion and a cat. Best viewers on whatever the hell that is. Block. Bye-bye. Oops. I think that worked. Yeah, I think they're blocked. Yep, it's blocked. Ban. Oh, that's how you do that. Oh, I just figured out how to do something. Yay. Imagine a home invasion. If I... That's honestly, that should be like some sort of like YouTube short. Guy invades somebody's house and there's just a cassowary sitting in the living room. For those of you guys who are confused, here's what a cassowary looks like. They're mean. They're basically modern dinosaurs. They will kill you, and they have killed people. Terrifying bird. Average Australian living experience. I should ask some of my friends in Australia if they ever like run into those. They destroy their surroundings like they own that, not us. Exactly, yeah. My birds have destroyed quite a few things in my house. I wouldn't doubt that in the slightest. Alright, so how do I want this to work? I think the latch needs to like sit in something. Let's see. I'm looking kind of like for this over here. So it like bolts in. Okay. That'll be a good one. Their fangs are so big that they can rip apart your belly. Yeah. They're crazy. They're not something to mess with. Hello, Cryptic. Good morning. I mean, my country's 9 a.m. Well, good morning to you. Yeah, it's evening for me, but good morning. All right, so we're gonna kind of just notch a little box in here. A little mounting point. These are things I used to like extrude, but like I don't even do that anymore just because like it makes it so much more difficult. That's not what I wanted. I'll still like extrude my initial face, but that's kind of it. Bridgey bridge, bridgey bridge, and bridgey bridge. Okay, cool. So I think I'm gonna stick with the kind of like graded type deal. I just don't know. Oh, and I'm gonna be streaming for a little bit longer tonight, guys, so yeah. My wife is at a book release party, so more streaming. I gotta go. You probably do too. You're at 2 hours. Oop, never mind. Make that announcement as soon as you leave. That's fine. Leave us. Have a good one, Michael Striker. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, I'm gonna stream a little bit longer tonight because I've got time, and now I'm awake again. So that's fun. I liked this song. I need that. What did you do? I can't even see what you just did. 75 mess. Oh my god, it deleted your entire chat history. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and bevel this. Beautiful. It's a good use for a bevel. It's looking dope. Thank you, Complex Animal. Rip. It's for sure getting there. That's actually not even... There you go. You want to actually see what it looks like. It's looking pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Michael, what are you doing? Let's see. I need to learn Autodesk Maya again. It looks... I got the books and photographic memory. I need to do that. Nice. Do it. It's good. And Maya Indie is as affordable as it can be, I guess. Do you recommend Render and Unreal, or if I should stick in Maya instead of knowing what I need to learn both? So I think you should learn both. I can tell you for certain that I probably won't be relying on it very much. The reason being is because I don't like that I can't figure out how to get my displacement maps to work without screwing up the entire model. So until I figure that out, I probably won't be doing it much, but it's still good to learn. Being a bad boy. You guys are ridiculous. Alright, so mesh, edit mesh, mirror, object, Z, bounding box, thank you. Beautiful. I'm sorry, I was an animation major in college. Learning both is the best bet. Yes, it is. Just depends on like what you're trying to do. I learned it to experiment with it and learned like the virtual production side of it, and I'm still learning it. But at the same time, like if you're going for like a dedicated renderer, I would probably look at something more like V-Ray or Octane. Those are going to be a little bit better to kind of get you into the offline rendering workflow, because currently, from everything I know, Unreal isn't still like generally being used for like final output yet, but it is being used for like virtual production side of things. So it's kind of it's like a tilting scale. You do want to learn it, but I wouldn't necessarily rely on it just yet. Hi, sir. I am Danush. Did you remember me? Yeah, absolutely. How are you? How do I want to do this? I hate this music right now. That's better. All right. Okay. I guess I could do like a grate. I don't know. What else do they do with these? Well, it's kind of like a little grate, but not really. They're usually just like a plate. I kind of like the idea of that, like a little blast plate. Maybe. Cigar. Hi, I want to ask you a question. My teacher Maya is very kind and pessimistic about students. Wait. My teacher of Maya is very kind and pessimistic about students, and tell us if you want a job, at least have to create 5 to 10 profiles if you survive. So what, profiles or projects? Are you asking for like... I guess I'm confused what you're asking on. Are you talking about like portfolios? I mean, reality is like if you have good enough pieces, like you can get hired with 3 pieces in your portfolio. But like if you want to show variety, yeah, 5 to 10 is probably a pretty good range. I tend to hold about like 7 in mine, but it is kind of up to you, and then like what you're applying for. So. All right, so here's another example of like topology I would change, right? So like if we're looking at this, we've got these like extrusions inwards. So this is something I'm going to reroute. Just ends up being more helpful. All right. Excuse me. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you don't really need to have like 5 portfolios. You need to have like, you should have like at least 5 pieces in your portfolio. That's what I would shoot for. I think that's a pretty good like mid-range, especially with like all of the competition that's out there right now. So that's probably a good way to do it. But generally, I also just kind of let my portfolio be like a living thing. So as I finish things, I either remove things or I add things and replace things. So really, it's just dependent on like how you want to present yourself. Got an itch on my nose. Okay. Okay, that's what I want. Sir, how can I see your portfolio? I can pull it up for you real quick. Give me 1 second. There is a link in my bio if you want to, but here. So you can find me on ArtStation, Matthew Greist or Matt Greist, whatever. But here's just kind of like what I have from last year. So a couple of these are going to go away, though. This guy's going away. This guy's going away. I just want to add a couple pieces. So the next piece that I add, one of these is disappearing. Which will likely be this tank. Okay. Please provide me the link, sir. Okay, so if you want the link, just go to my bio. Click on the link in my bio, and there's a link inside those links. That'll take you there. No, he means to say that one portfolio for modeling. So no, you don't have to do that. In fact, there's a way that you can actually split your portfolio up into folders, so you only have one, and then just send the perspective folder to what you're applying to. So I don't have it set up on mine, but I know you can like jump in here and then create. Let me see. I think it's manage portfolio. Yeah, so you can just create these albums, and then from here just add the albums. So if I created an album for like animation or whatever, I would just create an album and then throw everything in there, and then use those if I were, say, applying for like a lighting TD position or sculpting or modeling position, like that's how I would apply for those. Instead of having like multiple portfolios, just create the folders. That'll be kind of like the better way to do it. 39 months, Chris. Hit my 3-year anniversary. The year was 13 months. And I was better with math. How do you put up with me? I have no idea. Sometimes, man, I just want to fly up there and kick the shit out of you. I'm just kidding. Thank you for the resub at 39 months. I've known you for far too long. Please do it. I'll take you to dinner first. All right, deal. That's a solid deal, I think. Honestly, this music is kind of relaxing. I'm not minding it right now. Why is that over smoothing like that? Oh. There we go. Okay, that's better. Sir, what's your PC configuration? So my computer is a Ryzen 3900X. It's like a 16-core CPU, I think, something like that, 12-core, something. 64 gigs of RAM and an RTX 3070, which will hopefully get upgraded soon. Man, take you to dinner so you can... Yeah. That's how that works, okay? That's how it works. All right, we're going to go ahead and just start supporting our loops here. And that's going to be kind of a problem. No chamfer. Okay, we'll work with that. I'll work that into the mesh somehow. My music stopped. Oh no. Epidemic Sound only giving you 5 freaking songs. Let's just go to my liked. Screw it. Oh, I just like listened to that like 5 different times. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bevel. I'm gonna chamfer off. Why are you creating? Oh, okay, now it's doing what it's supposed to. Okay. So these should be fairly solid now, minus that. Cool. Perfect music for building a tank. All right. Okay. All right, so let's look at this guy. Honestly, it kind of worked. Yeah, I might keep that way, actually. Okay. Sir, is rigging good carry? What? Is rigging good carry? What do you mean by that? I see what I was doing out. Probably gonna create way too much topology, but let's see. Yeah, I'm leaving that. All right, edit. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's a little bit of a pinch over here. That is because what the hell happened there? Oh, okay. Yeah, Sean, what do you mean by rigging carry? I don't really know what that means. Carrier. Is rigging good carrier? Carrier for what? Are you... I guess I'm confused by what you're asking. Do you mean, like, is it a good job? Yeah, I'm a little confused by what you're asking there. Okay. So this is not going to work. Let's see. Oh, that stopped too, which is perfect. Okay. Okay. Let's see, I don't like that. But this also needs to go all the way through, so... Sir, my laptop was an Asus A15 and a Ryzen 7 with an RTX 4050 and 16 gigs of RAM. What good configuration laptop for Maya software? I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Yeah, that's really not a terrible setup. The 4050 is a little weak, but it's stronger than most of the older series cards, so that's pretty good. Honestly, when you're talking about laptops, like generally it's better to go like mid-range and up, so like 4070 and up when it comes to 3D stuff. So like gaming is a whole separate thing, right? Like your gaming is going to work the way it's going to work. But as far as like mid-range gaming laptops, that's probably better. So anything that's probably going to be in like the $1,500 to $2,000 range is going to be what's like best. But I also wouldn't like necessarily stress about having the Top Gun laptop. You know, you can generally get a lot done with it. I used a really crappy PC for a long time before I ever got a good one, so... I mean, none of that's technically an Engon. Yeah, I just don't like that. That still wants to pinch really badly. It's probably because that's not supported very well. That's not what I wanted. I think that solved that issue, but also made another issue. Ow. This is one of those ones I may just have to... Yeah, I might just have to run that all the way through. Much as I don't want to. Lassie, sorry, I had a friend who needed me and I saw the Oviraptor Have to check out the digital clay sculpting for sure through Blender. Yeah, yeah, that's so the one that I pulled up was Zbrush. So that's the one that I'm currently learning, and it's a pain, but it's worth it. And it's like the closest that you can get to like being like really artistic without having to stress too much about the technical side of things. So that goes, okay, so that's why that's acting all funky. So I think what I'll do, I'm just gonna drag it right here and hide it there. I'll do this a lot. I'll just hide a triangle because it's gonna be easier than like dealing with trying to retopo everything. Yeah, that's not bad. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Sir, something or majorly I lost understand of reference in my project. And it just really pulled me off. What do you mean you lost your reference? You can't re-download it? Okay. Pretty good. Nice. Pretty good. Sir, I sent a message and please accept my message. I will send a basic model. Please tell me if there are any mistakes. Okay, I'll have to respond to you after stream, but I will. Let's see. Oh, sometimes perspective's lost on how to model the particular thing in the reference. So, I mean, when it comes to reference, right? Your best bet is to take a look at it, try to build out the basic forms. Don't overcomplicate it too quickly because, like, if you start to add detail and stuff like that, you're just going to stress yourself out. So, when it comes to, like, building something, so, like, say you were building a wrench or something, make sure you're getting the right shape, the form, everything like that. So, start just like you would any other project and just do, like, the base forms, then start refining, then start adding detail, then start adding, like, minor detail. That way you make the process a little bit more cohesive and you're not just, like, trying to throw detail all over the place. That's kind of like the best advice I have for like modeling off of a reference, because reference is great because if you have reference, you know what it's supposed to look like. So, sir, can you give me tips on how to be constant with my work? So consistent, I think is what you mean, but yeah. So being consistent is something that you kind of have to train yourself on. So when it comes to like staying consistent in anything, it's going to come down to repetition and, you know, just doing it every single day. And so whether or not you have to do it for like 15 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day, like whatever, do that every single day in whatever like capacity that you can. And then from there, you'll just kind of keep going, and eventually it'll get much easier to stay consistent, and just you won't have as many issues. So is this high poly modeling or for games? Yeah, this is for sure high poly. I don't really generally do game stuff, but this would be technically what you would use for like a film. That's a good idea, Mr. Blazing Man. I will save. Okay. We're on version 25 now. Save. All right. Save after I give you the info? After you gave the info? Oh. Fair. I registered that after the fact of hitting that. I got you. All right, guys. I think... Let's see. Hi, I hope you're doing great. Could you tell me how to do camera matching with reference? So... honestly, the easiest way is to pull it into your scene with an image plane. So create an image plane, get it pulled in there, get it scaled to the size that you need it, use the measuring tools if you have to. And then once you get it sized and scaled properly, then you're going to start working with your image reference and trying to like match it up. And then generally what you'll want to do is like point a camera at your plane, so you always have one point of reference that you can go back to, and then move it, model it, like whatever you have to do to adjust it to get the model to match. That's how you're going to want to do that. That's at least how I do it. Maybe there's a different workflow for it, but that's generally how I do things. Particular thing on this reference. So like if you're asking about this reference too, right? Like none of this is like, these are just like suggestions for me. Like I'm not modeling any of these. I'm technically just like throwing parts and bits from every single one of them into one model. So like I'm just kind of having fun with it and doing what I want to, but while still working off of like both modern and futuristic reference. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and save this one more time and then export it. Export selection 1.0 just as a backup, just in case, because I've been having weird issues with Maya. But I think that's it. Good 2.5 hour stream. Not bad. I'm just getting tired, so I'm kind of ready to go lay down. But Instagram, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a wonderful night. I will see you all live again on Wednesday. And we'll be doing the same stuff, just hopefully a little bit further along. But again, thanks for all the questions tonight. It's been an awesome night hanging out with all of you and talking with you and getting to know you a little bit more. So as always, if you guys want to, you can join our Discord. Discord's free. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can support me on Patreon. Those links are all in my bio, so you are welcome to check them all out. But until then, guys, I will see you on Wednesday. Let's let Instagram catch up for a second because the time delay is ridiculous. And boop. All right, cool. So Instagram's gone. YouTube, same for you all. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight and watching. Looks like it was an awesome stream, so I appreciate that as always. You guys, I will be live again on Wednesday, so I'll see you then. And until then, you guys have a good week. We'll see you later. And then Twitch, we got a raid.